The Grand Theft Auto 6 map is going to be so big you can fit the GTA 5 map and the Grand Theft Auto 4 map inside it, and it still doesn't equal the size. We'll be talking about all of that in this video today and a whole lot more. So as the talented GTA community continues to map out the GTA 6 map, we're getting more and more details on what the world of Vice City and Leonida is going to look like. And as the year came to an end, we got one more update of the Vice City mapping project. This is 0.034, and we're going to take a look at all the changes that have been made. So for starters, the overall shape of the map has been slightly updated. I do feel like Rockstar is going to try and go overall for like a shape of Florida here. I do not think it is going to look 100% like the state itself, but I do feel like it's roughly going to look like that with the Keys in the south and maybe like a panhandle area in the northwest. And even the possibility of having multiple types of bodies of water that surround Leonida, as you have the Atlantic Ocean in the east, you have the Gulf of Mexico, of course, in real life in the west. So there's a good chance that Rockstar could do that as well. Now moving on, a new location that was added to the map from Trailer 1 is the scene where the Leonida man is being chased in front of the gas station. This location was actually added to the map. And if you're wondering where that takes place on the map, it's actually just outside of the sort of Vice City limits. It's above Little Haiti and also going to be to the west of the Sunset Island. So it looks like that happens right outside of sort of the main area. That was one of the funniest moments from the trailer, that's for sure. The location of Hank and Dome Hill was also adjusted based on some new evidence. This is towards the north part of the map. We only actually saw this in the leaks. Hank Hill, Domed Hills. You actually see this near the Red Hill Forest as well as Lake Leonida. This is kind of a part of the world that we haven't really seen explored yet, really, other than what we've seen in the leaks. I feel like other than a few shots of the Everglade in the wilderness, we didn't really go up north and maybe what we would see in like the panhandle area of Leonida. So I hope they explore that a little bit more going forward, but that is the Hank Hill and Domed Hill areas. There's also a bunch of new buildings that can be seen in the Port Gellhorn area based on new and old evidence. And if we go over there, you can see that it is much more populated, and the Port Gellhorn airfield has also been updated too. So from what we're seeing so far, it looks like there's going to be a handful of different airports in this world, which is going to be great news because we're looking at a really big map here, as we'll talk about in a little bit. But the Port Gellhorn airfield definitely looks like it's a more almost like industrial or military base-esque one, whereas Vice City International Airport is certainly more of like a city airport that's going to be used for more like business and commercial travel. Now, there was also some roads adjusted in the stockyard area, as well as more speculative roads in the north of the area. The map near the airport area was also adjusted thanks to some new evidence, and there was more speculative metro and railway line paths added to the map, as well as a new color for urban sprawl to stand out from the rural color. So you can see that the urban color is sort of that darker green, the rural area is more of like a brighter green. So far the map is coming together quite nicely. This looks like a massive, sprawling, vibrant world. Let me know in those comments down below which area you are excited most to explore based on what we've seen so far, and maybe even based on what we haven't seen so far. Let me know what you think in those comments down below. Now, getting back to what I mentioned earlier, in that the GTA 6 map looks to be so big that it could actually house the GTA 5 map and GTA 4 map combined inside of it. Well, another YouTuber, Dark Space YT, completely modeled the Grand Theft Auto 6 map based on precise coordinates and measurements, and this gives us the ability to see just how big the map is going to be. And in the video, which I'll show you guys some snippets of it right now, he's actually able to put a 3D modeled version of the Grand Theft Auto 5 map as well as the Grand Theft Auto 4 map side by side, and you can see that the GTA 6 map, based on what we've seen so far, which it's probably going to be bigger than this, is bigger than both of these maps combined. And we also have the ability to basically put each one of them inside of the Grand Theft Auto 6 map, which is just insane. So this really should not be a surprise at all that the map is going to be larger than its previous Grand Theft Auto titles. That's basically what Rockstar has been doing since Grand Theft Auto 3. Grand Theft Auto Vice City was slightly bigger than Grand Theft Auto 3, not by much. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was bigger than Vice City. Technically, Grand Theft Auto 4's Liberty City was smaller than Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, but there was certainly way more detail thanks to the game being on the Xbox 360 and being introduced into the HD era. So I feel like with that, Rockstar tried to provide more with less. And then in Grand Theft Auto 5, we kind of saw all that combined. Not only did we get the bigger style map, but we also got a much more dense world filled with a ton of things to explore. And I forgot to mention Red Dead Redemption 2, even though that was for the PlayStation 4, it is Rockstar's most up-to-date modern map, and the entirety of the original Red Dead Redemption map fits inside of that. It's basically the entire southwestern portion of the world that you get to explore as you get a little bit later on into the game. So Rockstar certainly made the most out of the PS4. Now they're getting to bump up to an even better, more powerful set of consoles. So I certainly expect big things. And I think in GTA 6, they're going to push the limits of that. The only thing that might hold them back is that they're going to have to make this kind of the tail end of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. I mean, when 2025 rolls around, those consoles might be here for another year or so, and then Sony and Microsoft will be moving on to what's next, whether that be the PlayStation 6 or whether that be the Xbox Series Z. I don't know what they're going to call it. That might be the only thing that's going to hold Rockstar back, but it really does look like this map is going to be absolutely massive. And another thing is it really does look like they have modeled this perfectly. Like if you take a look at Google Maps or Google Earth or whatever, you'll see that a lot of the things we saw in the trailer are essentially modeled directly after buildings, landscape, architecture. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, it would not be surprising at all if Rockstar also modeled the map roughly on the shape of the state of Florida. Now, they haven't really done that in previous games. Like, for example, Grand Theft Auto 5 with Los Santos, that was surrounded by water, so that was not really the shape of California. Even though California is surrounded by water on a good chunk of its land, it wasn't necessarily in the shape. I don't think Rockstar did that intentionally, but maybe they will this time around with GTA 6 and its fictional Florida, Leonida. And what's also cool about what Darkspace did is he has also given us the ability to download the model for yourself. So if on your computer you have like a 3D software, I think like Photoshop might work, you can actually check out the entire map for yourself. So this is really cool. I will leave a link to his video in the description, not only where you can watch his entire post, but you can also download the map if you guys are interested. But anyways, I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. What do you think so far of the Grand Theft Auto 6 map? Its size, its scale, how big it is compared to previous GTA titles, how it looks to be bigger than 5 and 4 combined, and a whole lot more. If you guys did go to enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the GTA 6 videos that I'll be doing here on my channel, and be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.